come to you from downtown Los Angeles and Staples Center. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, the stars always come out to see greatness.
And I love this city, from the bright lights of Hollywood to the bright lights on the hardwood. Who is going to be the star tonight?
It is showtime. Let's do this. The opening tip corralled by the Lakers, and we're underway in downtown Los Angeles. Enes Kanter rejects it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Kemba Walker. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at three coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw up and good. A three-point play right at the start, and it's 3-0. LBJ with it to Bledsoe. Here comes the screen. Bledsoe to James. LeBron James missed his first. That one goes.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
The monster stuff.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To James. Jason Tatum tips it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. Up by 3. Big slam. Oh, he looked like he was on a mission. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Oh, with the foul, and a chance coming up at the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
LeBron James at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 73%. And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. It's a big finish. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Lakers at the controls right now. To James. Probing the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go.
If I'm the player that just missed that shot, just because you're open doesn't mean you need to shoot. You can put the ball down on the ground and drive to the rim.
Count the basket at the rim.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Cook to bring it into the front court. They trail by 7. LeBron James, 2 of 4 now.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Los Angeles has the basketball. To James. Almost unlucky bounce.
And he usually makes a living on shots like that. But sometimes, maybe it's just not your night.
Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
One free throw, count it. It's a three-point play, and the lead up to 8. LBJ.
That's me. I got ball.
Won't go. Off the assist.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
James, they'll take it from downtown. Let's see, Jay, if that wakes them up.
Yeah, that was a big-time three, but the most important possession is now, the one you're currently in.
Layup's good at the buzzer. Nice finish to this first quarter. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you. Walker. Missed it. Whoa! What a finish! Late heave to beat the buzzer. That ends the period with the Celtics in front.
Fellas, back to you.
Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Bledsoe, they'll get it down to Davis. With the fadeaway, burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Shot from the lane won't go. Bledsoe with the basketball. His guys trail now by 4. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
If LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A., that means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. To Bledsoe. James. They go down to Davis. From the painted area, won't go down. Into the front court, it's Walker. Lead is 2. Oh, emphatic slam.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Bledsoe to Davis. Anthony Davis. He's now 4 for 6.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Los Angeles, they have it.
My ball.
To James, to Davis, down low. Takes stock of the floor. Scores from the post. Timeout Boston, as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point basketball game.
Well, first off, energy and persistence conquer all things. But look at the way they're setting.
Kemba Walker in a matchup with Quinn Cook. LeBron James sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
It's Cook with the basketball. Down 4.
Island now.
To James. Boston secures the rebound.
My ball. Watch the cutter coming through. Buck. I got your help here.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7. Long key from 3/4 court. That ends the 3rd quarter. The Celtics have the lead. It's Lakers ball as we start the 4th quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ball game.
Eric Bledsoe, not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
Nice pass to get things going.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Tough-looking shot there, still gets it to go down.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
To the rim, lays it up and in.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Bledsoe. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Play is stopped. Timeout Boston. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with 1 remaining.
And this is where habits come into play. Players think they can turn that switch on and off at their beckoning call, but it doesn't work that way. That's why coaches talk about practicing good habits on a daily basis, because they show up in the 4th.
Lakers ball. Bledsoe to James. Probing the defense. Able to convert inside.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
LeBron James sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Davis to Bledsoe. Davis to James from long range. That's what the King does. James, the quick catch and shoot there for three.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
To Davis. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Lakers at the controls right now. Bledsoe. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there, but see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Slams it down. Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout. Barring a 4-point play, this is a 2-possession game. Let's see how they decide to attack this. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Davis to James. Eric Bledsoe, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Here's a tie-up and an intentional foul. That means free throws coming with a little under 30 seconds to play.
Ed, what's that old saying? Ruffled feathers do not flock together. Well, actually, I just made that up. But what it means is that play will cause a little havoc. As designed, the team that uses it to galvanize as a unit will have the advantage.
Goes 2 for 2. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout. That's their second of the final 3 minutes. No more timeouts left the rest of the game. Davis to James. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. And here's an intentional foul. That's free throws. Clock stops with 13 seconds to play.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Oh, nice find for the basket. And an intentional foul here in the closing moments. But it shouldn't make too much of a difference in what is now a 2-score game.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
First one, count it. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Desperation shot here from half court. It's a victory here for the Celtics as they win this one by 3. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen, saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Celtics got the win in a close game. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. Here are the guys